Yeah, so you finished Stranger Things, Robbie?
I did.
Okay. And you started Army of Thieves. I don't know if I watched that. Is that the zombie?
Yeah, it is. I
Was
don't know,
there
man.
one of those, or was there
Two.
one of
That's the
those?
bank heist one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Or the one before the bank
two.
heist.
I think they want to do I think they want it to be a trilogy. Zack Snyder.
Yeah, that first one, man, I could have done without that ever. That just seemed
Oh, really?
I don't know. Is it like, I guess there's a certain genre like where it's just kind of like just ridiculous. Everything's ridiculous.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I'm more into like the realistic zombie shows, man. All right.
What, like Walking Dead?
Yeah. I don't want these fake ass zombie shows. I'm just kidding. No, yeah, like when they get creative and like there's a zombie leader, you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. Come on.
Yeah.
That's
right.
Not how zombies work. Where like zombies have like there's like a hierarchy. Your teeth are showing the background. Not now, but at a certain angle, I think. Yeah, like a certain angle. Yeah, it's okay. Makes you look like you're missing your teeth. It's cool. Well, there's that grill.
Yeah. Robbie wrecking the grills.
Hell yeah. Oh shoot. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna do the link to the YouTubes.
I have seen Raised by Wolves. I've saw the first season and I thought, this is Monkey's uncle. Ask it in YouTube. Have you seen Raised by Wolves? Yeah, the first season I was like really, really into it, and then the ending was just so weird. And then the second season came out, and I didn't watch it, or haven't watched it yet. I probably will, but I think it's already been canceled for season 3. I assume that's the Raised by Wolves he's talking about. That's on HBO Max.
I don't have HBO Max.
It's kind of a weird. Yeah, it's a strange show. I guess it's kind of a futuristic and colonizing other planets and how they would do that with kind of crazy technology, androids, whatnot. But it was pretty good. The ending, like there's like a lizard monster at the end of the first season. That was pretty bizarre. I didn't understand. Yeah. Yeah, in that show, like I guess that's how they colonize. Maybe they send out like embryos or something, like artificial birth, something with androids that take care of them and raise the kids. But yeah, news. You'll be shocked that something goes wrong with one of the androids. Maybe by design. I don't know. So Manny's gone. He's coming back. He's taking a break. Robbie's doing his social media thing. Monkey's uncle and I are just here talking about Raised by Wolves. So it was the second season. You think the second season is worth it, even though there's no season 3? Oh yeah, so he commented earlier, lots of religion versus atheist talk. Yeah, there is a lot of that. Yeah, like I guess just kind of made up religion, but I don't know if it's like some kind of a Christian thing or they just made up. But yeah. Yeah, in the future we'll have the same problems. You have like religious zealots and also like atheistic zealots, maybe. Something to look forward to.
right.
I think we talked about what was the big one that came, Dune.
Yeah, we're waiting on part 2.
The whole world was like Dune, Dune, Dune for I don't know, like a year, 6 months, and then it came out. It was good, and then it's like I haven't heard anything about Dune for a long time.
It's kind of like Avatar. We're waiting on that. It's
Oh
almost
yeah,
done.
yeah. What does that mean? 2025?
I know, actually, this year, I think.
Really?
Yeah, and James Cameron, he was just criticizing this. It doesn't, I don't know, bode well, I think would be the word, with the audience. He was criticizing the audiences that were the people that were saying that I think 3 or 3.5 hours is too long to sit in a movie theater to watch this movie, which I think it's going to be about that long, 3.5. And he
We've
said,
talked about the need for intermissions. Yeah.
right. Yeah. No, I'm not even kidding. Look, I saw, for those of you who, I mean, we have unofficially started, right? But for those who watched the last episode of the season 4 of Stranger Things, it's a 2 hour and 40-minute episode.
Yeah.
So I waited until
it's 2 nights.
Yeah, I waited until it was kind of quiet, and the screen goes black to get up, and I actually made myself a homemade like a frappuccino type of deal. Well, not a frappuccino, but a iced coffee. The coffee with the ice, and then a little bit of milk and a little bit of sugar, and I was like, stirred it up and everything. But yeah, I literally I did go online to see if they gave us a good time to get up, because some websites will give you like a time for a movie. You can get up at this,
Oh
minute.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Right? Yeah. Maybe I'll
But then, like,
I don't know.
I always thought like how good a movie, like if it takes you 3 minutes, I don't know. You worked in the theaters, right? So
Yeah.
like, have you ever timed that out? Like if you leave a movie like to take a leak, like how long does it take? Is it 2 minutes? Is it 6 minutes? I never really thought about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say if it's a leak and the restroom is close by, I'm gonna say at three minutes.
I mean, we're definitely talking about number one here.
Oh, you gotta do only number
Yeah.
one.
I'm pissing on the person in front of me.
Yeah.
No fucks
Yeah,
given.
just have a toilet in the back of every seat in these
Yep.
these newfangled theaters. Just have a urinal in the back.
Yeah.
Ladies
yeah.
for themselves.
That should be
Not
like
even
VIP.
that. I'll just piss in the popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I really I do I get anxiety about that. I don't want to have to take a leak during a movie.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't go to that many movies, and it's like I feel like, yeah, you could miss a lot in 3 minutes or so, 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
But then I've done it before, and I really have no idea. Like I might have missed something great, or might have missed nothing. But I guess the moral of the story, kids, is you'll survive.
Oh, for sure.
I don't like that. Or that's a long movie.
It is. If it's like 3 hours or whatever.
They need to work in like a 10 to 15 minute period in the middle of the movie that's mildly entertaining, but they kind of let you know like nothing important is going to happen in the next 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be really cool, like stuff to look at, like an Avatar movie, right? That's going to be really fun to look at.
So this is the quote from him. I don't want anybody whining about length when they sit and binge watch television for 8 hours. This is what Cameron, like, dude, just don't be, I get it, but be respectful to, and we binge it, but we take a break here, we take a break there. Give us an intermission. And if you want to think about movie theaters as well, this is a business. All these movie theaters, they want to cram, if Avatar was an hour and 20 minutes long, they would cram, I don't know how to do the math, but how many between like 10 a.m. and 11:30 p.m., as many of those in one screen. So each screen, you can cram it in. And that's why, and I get it, and it's a business. But when I used to work at the movie theater, and if you notice now, sometimes if it's a popular movie back when Harry Potter came out or Lord of the Rings or whatever, movie would end, credits would roll. Even before the credits ended, you would see the ushers and cleaning people kind of, sweeping up, cleaning, picking up the, all the trash. And then sometimes they would, in between the ending of the last movie to the next one, they sometimes shorten it even more, So if it's over at 4:10, the next one starts at 4:25, and it's like, dude, kids, or ushers, employees, you got to clean, because people are going to start coming in. So I understand some of those movie theaters, because come on, how many movies, how many screenings of Avatar, if it's 3.5 hours, you can, what is that, like, I don't know, like 6 or something like that. I don't know. I'm not good at math.
Well, I think some of the directors, and we'll pause the conversation and then restart. But I think some of the directors, like, they have a kind of they're fine. James Cameron's fine.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese's fine. But yeah, they feel a little bit threatened. Like, they feel like their art is threatened by like the streamers and like all the, the series and the streamers and like made for Netflix movies.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like that cinematic experience, whatever. They feel like that's like a really important part of their art, and not just, they're fine. Like, again, they're going to be fine, but like they think about just the art and like future movie, and it's like everything going to be freaking, I don't know, not to criticize it, but is everything just going to be like a Mandalorian, like just 8 episodes, or whatever.
Cost effective, man.
Just series like that. So I don't know, but I think we'll see a lot of changes in entertainment. I don't know, like all the money, like all the streaming services are going to start tightening their belts.
Yeah,
as Netflix is already feeling it.
Well, yeah,
Disney's lost half of its company value in the stock market. So anyway, let's get it cranked up, and then we'll pick back up with. Let
me grab a drink real quick.
Having to take a leak at the movie theater. Oh.
Let him get his drink and then we'll go. Shout out to Monk, his uncle. Shout out to Monk, as we like to call him here. All right, Chris, Go ahead and record the audio.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, Endless Ranters. Welcome back for episode 111 of your Endless Ranters podcast. Thanks for watching, listening, and subscribing. Truly appreciate the support. My name is Chris, but I'm just one of your Endless Ranters hosts for this evening. I'm joined by the one and only Robbie Spotlight. What up, Robbie?
What up, homies?
I see that everything is fine here with you.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah.
Don't
worry about me.
And then there's the man with the plan. It's producer Manny. What's going down, old man?
What is up, everybody? Good to be here.
Good to be here with you two dudes. And Monkey's uncle in the chat already asking questions and engaging. We really appreciate that.
Shout out to all the viewers.
Yeah, we were kind of getting warmed up a little bit. We were, the way this works is we get online on YouTube Live for a few minutes before we start recording. And sometimes we talk about stuff for a few minutes beforehand. So you should subscribe to our channel and get notifications so that you know. But anyway, we're going to cover that though. We were talking about long movies, Avatar, James Cameron's comments to the public, to the viewers, and having to take a leak in the movie theater. What do you miss?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how long it takes if you have to go to the bathroom. Number one, obviously, Robbie.
Obviously.
Yeah. At the movie theater, like you're going to miss like 3 minutes.
You can't have
3 minutes, or is it 6 minutes, or is it even less? Is it 90 seconds? I don't know. I never really, I don't go about timing myself when I got to go to the bathroom.
I'm thinking it's 3. I'm still going with 3 minutes.
I think 3 is a good number.
Yeah. All those listeners, if you're not in our Facebook group, join us, and maybe you can let us know next time you go to the movies. How long does it take from you to get up from your seat, go to the restroom, go number 1, and then come back to your seat and see how long it takes?
Yeah. We don't want to hear about your kidney stone problems, any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
don't want to hear that. You have to turn on the
you
sink.
got any kind of problems down there? You just
Yeah,
stay out of this poll. I mean,
yeah.
do whatever you want to do, but we don't need to
Speaking
hear
of polls, we don't need to know your poll problems.
that.
Just how long it
Oh,
takes.
Lordy.
So this is what we were talking about. So James Cameron said, because I believe that the new Avatar, 2 movies, it's supposed to be about 3 hours, 3:30, something like that, and he's basically complaining to the complainers, the audiences that are already saying that it's too long, the movie's too long. He says, I don't want anybody whining about length when they sit and binge watch television for 8 hours. And he goes, it's like, give me an effing break. I watch my kids sit and do 5 1-hour episodes in a row. And then he said, here's a social paradigm shift that has to happen. It's okay to get up and go pee. Well, there we go. So he said it's okay to get up and go pee, but we got to find out how long it takes.
Well, my suggestion was that they kind of have a period, like a 10 minutes in that movie, because not everybody can go to the bathroom at the same time. So you can have an intermission, but it's got to be kind of long.
It does.
Or you have a period in the movie where, especially something like Avatar, where you just show us some cool stuff, right? And then that doesn't have anything consequential for the plot.
We're like a boring alien.
Everybody can
sex
go
scene.
get some food. Or yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's where my mind went. Yeah,
I would stick around for that one actually.
Blue
I want to know
avatars.
how the avatars have sex. Yeah,
I think with their tails or something. No, with their hair, with their braids.
Their braids. Yeah. Well,
I think they use the braids for foreplay.
It's their head tail.
Yeah, they get smacked. But anyways, yeah, we got to find out how long you can pee for and what kind of sex the avatars have.
I'd also like to know if anybody else saw a nip slip in Avatar 1.
I never watched it.
With the blue chick.
Okay.
The main blue girl.
Yeah. Must have been like a purple nipple.
I guess there was some, it's a shading difference. I don't even know if they have nipples, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Not an expert.
Or how many nipples
on these blue people.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true. They could have
I didn't know you had thought about this for so long.
A lot.
You don't know.
These are the things that weigh on Chris's mind.
You've never seen Avatar 1, Manny?
So I went with my friend and my cousin. We showed up late. It was in an IMAX screening, and all the seats, the good ones, were taken. So we just had to go get our refund, and I just never made the effort to go back. So I never watched it in the theater.
Yeah, man. You ever sit up front, like in the front row?
It was awful.
I know. I
don't know how people do it. I
saw Titanic like that, man. I've never been the same. My neck's never been the same. It's also a long movie, but you get there late. So I don't like that. See, this is back in the day also when they didn't have movie theaters that with like lounge chairs, like there were like limited seats. So like a movie like that would be packed for weeks, like on a weekend night. They didn't have like, 25 theaters and 8 theaters showing the big new release. So it sucked. It sucked because you're like, what? Maybe we should just leave. And you're just like, I guess we can just might as well watch it and have an aching neck.
Not worth it.
Don't really get the full experience. So anyway,
actually, no. Since we're talking about this, when I went to go watch that anime movie a week ago, I noticed someone bought tickets for the up close to the screen section, basically the pit. And in my mind, I was just like, why are you doing this? There's plenty of open
that's
seats.
right. It's even, I don't, when Top Gun, the new Top Gun, I was looking at that on Fandango. Right. And there were everything was booked up except for the front row.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, but back then, you couldn't. No, there were no reserved seats. That was it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I've never seen Titanic. I believe it's on Netflix right now. So one of these days,
you rebelled against the Titanic
way. Oh yeah. No one made me watch that movie. I wasn't dating anybody that forced me to watch. I've been forced to watch Julia Roberts movies, J-Lo movies. So far, no Titanic.
Well, spoiler alert: that selfish wench drowns Leo DiCaprio at the end.
That's Thanks for spoiling it for me.
Anyway.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he may have survived.
well,
He's kind of a dodgy character if you think about it.
What? Yeah, I heard he was like one of those old time poppers, right? Like the poor guys, the poppers.
What?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, does that mean poor?
Popper.
Yeah.
You're the one hipping us to this
I
new
don't know.
lingo.
I don't
or to
know.
this
Yeah, I don't know.
vintage
Yeah.
lingo.
Okay. Forget I said
You
it.
and all your beatnik language.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So, all right.
He plays
so
a peasant.
some of us have seen these big movies and some of us have not. Yeah. So, guys, happy belated 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
I did the most American thing and worked.
You worked?
Yep.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that, man. You know who else
they were
worked?
paying good that day.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
who else worked? The B guy. B guy had to come back and he decided to show up at like 8:30 4th of July
the B guy.
morning.
Really?
Yeah, he had to get back up there and do a bunch more, like sprayed a bunch more poison everywhere. It's like all over the front step now.
Shoot.
But it's
Maybe
fine.
he's
You know,
just
it's
really
like get
hard
at
up
it.
for friends. And
I
he
don't know,
really
man.
took
Well, he
to
brought
you
his
guys.
partner this time.
Mm.
And he was up there. This time he was up there in the full B suit, like caulking. He's caulking again.
It's a racket, man.
Well, no, we're not paying this dude.
Oh, good.
No,
This is out of the goodness of his heart.
but I'm looking up there and like seeing like gaps. I'm like, man, this dude really go through all that trouble, get back up there and do a shitty caulking job again. Now, I'm not saying this just to get back into our caulk puns and all that, but no, like
Sure.
I'm like,
my
man,
mind's already
because I think
going.
if we call him again, like, yeah, like he might just block our number. You know,
Sick of
'cause
these
he's like,
people.
I got paid once. I've been out there 3 times. Like, F
Now,
these people.
was
F these
he-
people and their bees.
Was he there on Monday, the actual holiday?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because I mean, didn't even talk to him. He just showed up and like just did his thing and left.
Yeah.
But I think he's like he knew like he's like just a day or two away from like a really bad review on Google or something, on Yelp. Because it's like, come on. Like these bees, like that. Some of the bees have like gone to my girls can't play in the backyard with like a bucket of water. They want to go out there and make their potions and stuff, but they
Yeah.
can't
Wait, are your
because the
daughters
bees,
witches?
like some of those bees, yeah, they're amateur, but they the bees come around and they like get in the buckets of water. Yeah, it's like they've realized like there's a source of water back there.
Okay.
These bees are weird, man, but yeah, I still feel them. Like I still feel the vibrations when I get closer to the front door. It's weird.
I'm yelping bee people. But so I see a guy, a review, a bee person. It's like a bee something. If you're like a catching thief on your property, then this lady is your type of gal. If it looks like a duck and walks like a duck, well, it's probably a duck. Lots of beekeepers around to choose from. So sorry, I trusted this one. Oh, I don't want to out her.
You're just reading Yelp review.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Anyway,
This
yeah,
episode is
anyway.
brought to you by Yelp.
Man, I don't know.
welcome.
I'm like, yeah. Someone needs. Hopefully, this time the job he did lasts. But anyway, there's still
So
a
did the
bunch up there.
bee-
They're like clustered together. It's
Right.
weird, man. Weird. I can just stare at them. I stare at them for hours.
You're under their hypnosis.
Yeah, I don't go to sleep at night. I just stare at them.
You just hear them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look, on our Facebook group, I posted a video. I think everybody was offended and everybody hated it. And then I messaged Chris and I said, oh, I hope I didn't, I'm not wishing your kids,
Oh, was that like the video you sent today?
Yeah, I
Oh,
posted
you posted
on
that?
our group.
Okay. Oh, I didn't see
yeah.
it posted. I don't know.
And then Cindy, former, guest Cindy Reza, she was like, "Oh my God," or something, and I'm like, "What?" And I think only one person liked it. Shout out to Maria, and it's the scene in My Girl where Macaulay gets, stung by the bees or the wasp or whatever, but to the background of the Mentos commercial song.
Yeah.
No.
What, does he die in that scene or something?
Well, at the very end of the scene, that the girl is with him at his casket and he's dead.
Oh
So
yeah.
see where his glasses fall down. You know how Adam Carolla always talks about how those commercials where the kid gets hit by a car or whatever, and you see the tricycle like just kind of ride by by itself or something, or maybe one wheel. Well, yeah, in the movie you see
Yeah,
his
that's sad.
just, yeah.
I've
So
never
you
seen
see,
that movie. Yeah,
yeah. Well, his glasses fall down, and then that's how you know he's dead because they just fall down. So I think I offended everybody in the group, so I apologize for that.
it's okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nothing to apologize for.
Yeah.
So let's see. So Manny, you worked like a great
Yeah.
American, the great American you are.
But
Robbie,
after I was
oh, yeah?
done, I was
Yeah.
able to get some time in the drums. So it was a great
Nice.
time.
That's
Yeah.
even more American. Damn.
Okay. Yeah.
Hell
You're eating
yeah,
like a
rocking
hot
out for a few
dog and apple
hours.
pie while drumming.
So you had a banging 4th of July then, huh?
Literally.
Yeah.
But Robbie, what? So you said today it was kind of uneventful. What?
Yeah,
what's
this
up?
no kids at home. Everybody's the kids are visiting their grandparents in Mexico.
Oh,
So
okay. You got the place all to
just
yourselves. That's
A
nice.
Yeah.
lot of fucking at the house.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. A lot of fucking cleaning and
Enjoy some peace and quiet.
yeah, some peace and quiet. I just we chilled, had some coffee. I think what do we? I think we watched some Stranger Things and a movie and just chilling. Got some Mexican food.
Mhm.
No barbecue. There, I think there was a hot dog. But what's American food? I sometimes I want to buy like a themed lunch for a holiday, but
Oh,
I
I
got
went
Mexican.
to we went to a party. Some
Mm.
neighborhood friends went to a
Cool.
party, and it was Mexican food.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
They're not
God,
Mexican. I don't think.
God
I
bless
don't. I
America.
don't even know if there's any Mexican people there. To be honest with you, but they're not. Some Indian folks there from the neighborhood, and yeah, it was like
Maybe I should move
fajitas
over
and
there.
all
Yeah.
that parts of bacon wrap poppers. But no, our neighborhood. I guess it's like our water district between these two big neighborhoods. Put off like a full on professional fireworks show, like for the two neighborhoods it serves.
That's cool.
And it's like right there. I mean, it's great. We just walk down the street to our friends. We were eating and stuff. Then we go outside when it gets dark, and they just start kicking off. And I enjoyed it. I mean, it was a great show. I'm forbidden to. I was forbidden to touch or possess any fireworks this year. So,
Okay.
it's part of our marital reconciliation plan. Was those
No
are
more
some of the
blowing shit
terms.
up.
Well, I don't know. My judgment gets impaired as the day goes on, as the evening goes on. You know what I mean? And
You get caught up in the emotion, the celebration of it
yeah.
all.
And then people are like, "You're not supposed to give fireworks to kids. You're not supposed to let the kids light the fireworks themselves." And it's like,
You're not supposed to encourage to throw them amongst them.
yeah, it's like, no. I mean, that's how they learn. But I don't know. No, I think the last when we were all together, things got a little out of hand, and I lost some fingerprints. I didn't lose any digits, but I have lost all the fingerprints on, like there were 3 out of 5 fingerprints on my hand before. So
Which hand?
it's my left hand. Luckily not, my right hand, which I use I still have my iPhone that has a thumbprint
Yeah. Yeah.
fingerprint. So, but yeah, so I've been forbidden from that. So we got to enjoy that. And the neighbors also had a bunch of fireworks they set off in the street.
Mhm.
It's kind of it like gets people it's a very
Going.
polarizing thing in our neighborhood.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Did either of you growing up hear of any kid blowing their hands off with fireworks?
I've never seen it or nobody that I've known. No. You?
Nope.
That's the thing. See, that's the thing. They need to back off with this stuff because
You feel like there's too much negative propaganda?
yeah. Well, no, it's at some point it's like I've heard a billion warnings about this, but I don't know a single person who's ever blown a finger off. So, maybe it doesn't. Maybe what's up with this? Who doesn't want Americans?
Yeah.
Setting off fireworks. Who? China.
Yeah.
China problem. Yeah.
We need more Americans that can stop doing the white. I don't even want to say the word because I don't want to get banned on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Power.
You're not allowed to say okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can't say okay. We need more holidays where we can, set off fireworks. So we got 4th of July, Independence Day. Next one is Labor Day, September, right?
I'm not. That's not traditionally a fireworks setting off
No,
day.
no.
But,
Memorial Day, that passed. We need more. Look, Latin America, right, Manny? It's like every other day, it's like a holiday, like
I know they
fireworks
set
all
up
the time,
fireworks for Independence Day in
right?
September.
Oh, so yeah,
you have
for
a
sure.
Mexican neighbor, Hispanic family next door that well, we don't, not anymore, because now there used to just be a big farm field behind our fence line, but now there's like a whole nother neighborhood. So but yeah, we used to be able to just set off anything we wanted with reckless abandon into this field right from our backyards, and now you can't do that anymore. So yeah, so our friends, they just set them off in the street. The fireworks show from the neighborhood started a brush fire.
Oh,
It's been really dry here.
You sent us a
Yeah, man, it was, yeah,
Look what I did.
I didn't really know what was going on at that point. It was late. It was
Yeah.
late. Been drinking all day, and so yeah, the fire trucks come rolling through. It's like, all right, I'm thinking they're here for a celebration, or maybe precautionary.
Yeah.
I didn't know this until later. I saw, I didn't know there was brush fires, but I guess then there was some long Facebook post in the neighborhood group about, I guess people were complaining about our group setting fireworks off in the street. Yeah. It's like the professionals set off, like started a brush fire. We were just setting off stuff in the street, I don't know. Seemed fine to me. But yeah, I love fireworks. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I don't understand these people who are like, they don't like, they have a problem with loud noises for like 30 to 45 minutes.
I don't know how it is
like
in your area.
It's the end of the world. It's the end of the
exactly.
world. You know what I mean?
Well, some areas, I don't know what about you, Manny, LA area, it's literally all night long.
It's funny you say
long.
that. The Tuesday morning when I was heading out to my first stop, I just noticed how much smoke there was lingering all over the place.
Yeah.
This looks
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
People shoot off their guns still out there.
Yeah.
Into the magical sky that just absorbs
sends them right back down.
Absorbs the bullet.
Sure.
No, it just absorbs the bullets into the atmosphere.
Look.
That's what happens.
I don't know how does is there a safe way at all to shoot into the sky?
My dad used to. I will admit, when I was a kid,
maybe an angle.
We used to go out in the front yard and shoot off a shotgun.
Yeah,
in a neighborhood, like just in like a like a normal suburban neighborhood. But that's a shotgun.
Was everyday living.
So that's like no, like the July 4th or
okay.
I think my memory is at midnight on like New Year's Eve.
That still happens here too.
Shoot off a shotgun
for sure.
It's safer.
The shotgun for sure.
Well, the little BBs, what's it gonna do?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of BBs and shotguns, I was on Monday. I was taking a walk and I bumped into two deer.
And I shot them.
No, I didn't shoot anybody, but I kind of equate deer and relate them to shooting and Bambi, that stuff. Yeah, but one of them, it was two of them. One of them kind of kept on going. The other one stared at me and just looked at me, probably maybe just in case I had food. And then he or she kept on going. But I thought that was kind of cool. I lived in the city for so long, and I'm not used to. But every now and then in this area, you will see some deer, which is it's kind of cool. It's good to see nature, other animals. I don't know. I still like this area I'm in is still really growing. A lot of like just oceans of suburbia, but I'll still drive by pastures with cows in it on the way home, just up the highway or whatever. Just kind of like little patches here and there where I guess they held out and they just have little, like a little farm still in the middle of the suburbs or right up the highway there. So it's kind of cool to see that. I don't know. And even like wild animals, that's I don't know. I think there is something about that feels good for the soul, maybe. Oh yeah, it's It's kind of like that scene in American Beauty where you see the plastic bag like floating. It's like peaceful for like a moment. You're like staring at the deer, and then they're
Yeah,
staring
remember
at
that?
you.
That was like a really big deal when
Yeah.
that movie was a really big deal.
Oh,
Such a
Doesn't I guess it can't really get played anymore, can it? Because it's like
no.
very Me Too-ish,
Very Me Too-ish, very grooming.
Yeah, that, and also yeah, like I don't know, it's like a weird depiction of gays, right?
Yeah,
Like a weird, like the dad, like a that thing, and then
yeah,
and then Kevin Spacey himself is problematic.
oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's got himself into some legal troubles. So
Yeah. Well, speaking of, okay, the whole, gay thing, I can see how that can be realistic, right? Because
oh yeah, I'm not saying that, but
yeah,
it just
yeah, right. Because you see, there could be, politicians, a lot of there can be the very conservative or Republican and whatever that can be super strong against gays and everything, and then come to find out, they get caught, I don't know, soliciting young men or whatever. And that's kind of what happened to that in that movie, right? Because he was a tough old man, and I don't know if he was former military. Yeah. And then he he so happened to be gay, but we didn't know about it. Hey there, young lady.
We just had a guest visitor.
Hey.
Another benefit to Wish Watching Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really great movie. I think I'd watch it again if it was on. Yeah, it's very very intense. Very intense. It's very sad too.
Oh yeah.
I just remember what happened at the end. Never mind.
Yeah. It's it's one of those movies where also the camera kind of pans from room to room to room to see what each character is doing, or when they heard
terrible. You know what? I like good movies but I'm really like a terrible student of film. Like I never notice things like that. They'd be like, hey, did you notice it was like, 15 minutes of uncut filming, I'm like, no, I didn't notice that at all,
Yeah, I think you're, yeah, exactly.
Like all that it takes to pull something like that off.
Exactly.
And just like, nope.
Yeah, because I think you're kind of mentioning, I think, what is it, 1917? It's one of there are movies out there that they will say, oh, it's a continuous shot from this point to that point.
Okay.
But yeah,
I've never seen that, but that has some of that. Okay.
There's some of that where it's one shot. However, with like movie magic, they're able to kind of make you believe it's one shot when they kind of, they kind of blend in one thing to another, which, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But so you sometimes don't really notice some of those things.
I really don't. I wish I did, because
do you make an effort to try and notice those things?
No, I don't, I'm the customer.
Yeah.
In these situations.
You don't want to be doing homework
in this transaction here. I don't feel like I need to get prepared or, you need to get, entertain me. No, I don't, but I do. Like if I hear someone talking about it, I do appreciate it,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, just like if you remember watching The Sixth Sense, there was a thing about red, the color red, the red door, the red jacket, the red this, and this meant something, when he was dead or when he was this and that. Yeah. Which I don't really, that I didn't really catch until the after watching, the interviews or, special features and stuff.
Well, we talked about that. Like some of the, I wonder when movies will start to do it. Like streaming movies. I think it was a few episodes ago where I was talking about how some shows like they kind of just cheat now, like Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, which is a terrible show that I've watched, but
yeah,
they have Talking Dead after. They'll have an episode, but then they'll have like a producer or a writer and one of the actors and a fan from the show come on right after. And if you're into it, you basically just watch another 45 minutes of people telling you how great the show you just watched was.
Yeah
How great the episode was, and like how, and then also like
those types of shows.
And if they didn't really do a great job of exposition in the show, well, they can just explain it like right after and be like, oh, this is what he meant when he said I'll meet you at the river, and like this is what he meant.
Yeah.
it's a callback to season
Yeah.
1,
Yeah.
episode 4. Like, oh yeah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
remember The Great Gatsby? It was a homage to they were playing homage to that one character, and then no, I don't know. And the director he's a big fan of that one. He also directed this. No, remember there's I think a producer and or writer, Greg Gimble or something like that for The Walking Dead. Whenever he would do that show, it'd be 45 minutes of him like patting himself in the back, like, oh yeah, we knew the audience would like this. Oh, we had the idea. I'm like, okay, like, whatever.
Let me just tell you, like the character just got killed tonight. You think you might see him again next season?
Exactly. You might see him.
So I'm wondering, like, you have like streaming movies that'll come out, and then they'll just have like a half-hour podcast episode about it that'll play right after, telling you everything that was great about it, and like filling you in on everything, and like what the final meant.
Yeah.
I don't know. I find myself make fun of it, but I find myself watching some of those types of YouTube channels or videos.
Sure.
Like, like
I do it
that accompany.
Yeah.
That would be the nice way to say it. They accompany the main show.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like whenever I watch a movie that I may not have understood the first time around, and I'm not going to watch it in the theater again, or I'll wait for it to stream or whatever. I'll go to YouTube and I'll watch the whatever explained, or Hereditary. It's what you may have missed.
I spent more time on YouTube watching videos about Tenet than I did watching the movie Tenet.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Because I'd watch like 45-minute long videos about, because they'd break down like all the backward stuff, and it's like, oh, okay.
What you want to do is watch
for me to enjoy that movie that I think I bought, when it came out. For me to enjoy it, I need to also spend 6 to 7 hours watching other YouTube videos to understand it.
You have to watch it on rewind. That way you'll understand it.
That would be pretty weird though if they did make a movie like that, where if you hit rewind and just watched it, something it like would make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's kind of like a Tarantino movie, right? He'll start at the end, and he'll go back to how this situation got to where it got to.
There was a Seinfeld episode like that. I guess they could have just filmed the whole episode normally and then just edited it to be backwards. So I don't know. I'd have to look into that episode. I don't know. If you're a Seinfeld fan, you probably remember. I think Elaine goes to India and ruins a marriage or wedding or something.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right.
It's backwards the way they do it. And I think some other shows have tried that. So I'm sure they probably weren't the first. So
all right. If
Gilligan's Island, it does that.
Yeah.
They probably figured that out.
Okay.
What's up?
No, Emmy's a big Seinfeld fan. So if he's watching or listening, he'll probably know what you're talking about.
I love Seinfeld. Yeah, I could watch Seinfeld like whenever it comes on. It's quality.
Yeah. And you know what's
rated up on Netflix?
Oh yeah, because it's on Netflix. Yeah.
I feel like I've watched it on some, like it was on like Crackle. Do you remember that? Like it was like
sure.
I think it was exclusive to Crackle for many years.
You ever smoke?
Oh yeah, you're right. You know what was on Crack?
you know who was on Crackle? Who's on Crackle?
Everyone's on Crackle.
You're on Crackle right now.
You crack, I crack. We all crack for Crackle. Right, you know what was on Crackle is comedians in cars drinking coffee.
Okay.
I've never watched that.
I like it.
There's something to be said for like, if you're going to have a streaming service, you better name that shit right. Like, you lost a lot of subscribers at Crackle because it was freaking free. You know what I mean? Like Crackle was free. I remember seeing it I got like my first Blu-ray player. Like you to buy like a Blu-ray disc player, and then it would have it was like a Sony, so it would have like apps you could actually install on it. And one of them was Crackle, and I was like, "What is this? It's free." And it had like, I think that's where I learned like that it just all the Seinfeld episodes on it.
Yeah,
but like no one knew about it, or like no one was like, "I'm gonna go to crackle.com today."
Yeah, so they have to think of good names, right? Kind of like Gwen what's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow and her Goop. What kind of name is that? I really don't. I would not. Goop.
I mean, is this just a vanity project for her? I got a feeling that this is actually working for her, this website. So I don't know. I don't know. I think some of these outlandish ideas, actually, there's a lot of kooky broads out there that are like sold,
and a lot of goopy gals as well,
and kooky dudes as well. I don't want to be sexist.
No.
Kooky broads, man, and kooky men.
Just kooks all around.
Basically the same thing. Equality.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There is both. Yeah. Well, look, you mentioned Crackle and watching these shows, and sometimes I've already mentioned it. I like watching and skimming through Tubi, right?
Even Tubi's better.
Right. Tubi.
Like, okay, I get it. It's the tube, the TV, whatever. Okay. I get it. Right. That works.
Yeah.
Pluto doesn't really work, but it's like a word it's okay. You know, it's not crackle. Yeah. Too much like a cereal. Yeah. What's on Crackle tonight?
Crackle. Yeah. Like if I would not want my TV to crackle, you know what I mean? Then I would need to find the warranty and take it to the store. Hey, my TV is crackling.
You better take that joke back to the store. Anyway, so happy 4th of July, everybody. Belated. Hopefully everybody had a good time and no one else hurt themselves in any way.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, yeah. You know what I made my son do in the lead up to the weekend, the long weekend, was
kill another shark?
Yeah.
No. Did I tell you? My son caught a shark a few weeks ago.
I think I heard about it.
All right. I'll send you some pictures.
Yeah, I might need to rewind the show and see.
What was I talking about other than sharks?
You made him kill another animal.
No, I made him do some research on the Declaration of Independence, what it is, what it was, who wrote it, why, all that kind of stuff. I mean, he didn't spend hours on or anything like that. But
you also tattooed on his chest, no taxation without representation.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Tattooed an upside down flag on his chest.
Yeah. Distress. The gag.
No, I try to, just I don't know. I don't know. I've
what inspired this?
Well, there's no way. I mean, some of the biggest problems we have in our country is because people, like adults, literally have no idea how our government works, like Senate, Congress, what that means, like why we have a Senate that has 6-year terms and Congress that has 2-year terms, and like the 3 branches of government and how they're supposed to work, like who makes laws, like that the Supreme Court doesn't make laws. They just kind of pass rulings on laws. And, people get angry at the wrong people. I don't know. I was like, you know what? I got a feeling that like they're not teaching this stuff in depth at schools, and maybe they never have been. Because man, it sure seems like most people have no idea like how shit works.
Yeah.
Like it's like they'll be like, there's corruption, and it's like, yeah, I agree. It's like, where? It's like, I don't know. Like they say don't really know what these branches of government do. It's crazy. So yeah, I think that's what brought it on. Like that's big problem in our country. People have no idea like what the country was founded on. Like, and even in like maybe ways that you wouldn't expect. Like yeah, we basically were like, yeah, we're out. Like it's been nice knowing you, but here's a bunch of complaints about you, other country, and we are no longer affiliated with you at all. And that's like, it's basically, I guess we're gonna have a go now. Like I guess we're officially fighting now. If you don't agree, so then it just kicked it off. So I don't know.
How do you feel?
Just how the country came to form. I don't really I don't expect him to really understand it as much, but it needs to be kind of drilled in, I think. Drilled in more so that when they are 15, 16 and they're starting to hear, maybe even younger, when they start to hear about things and hear the stupid grown-ups talk about, how, the Supreme Court passes laws and, just I get you disagree with what happens. It's like, but try to be accurate in like how you describe what's happening. You can't just make outlandish statements that just aren't factually true. They don't help your cause. So it's like maybe, it doesn't help your cause to be fucking ignorant, I guess. Never does. But I don't know.
Okay.
It's I don't know if they don't think they focus on that stuff enough in schools.
Did you register him
Really,
to vote already?
really drill it down. They kind of cover it like got to check these boxes and talk about these stories, but they
Yeah.
don't really cover it in the context of like, issues today. You know, I don't think teachers can, because then they, if the student, they'd be just like, okay, well, we need to end your union. We need to end your teachers union and like decentralize schools and like basically take apart the system that the teachers are a part of. So I don't know why they'd want to teach it. Anyway, I think it's a good exercise, teach a little American history, good and bad for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Gotta learn about history.
Yeah. So I think over the summer, we'll do like a lot more Constitution type stuff, like what the Bill of Rights were. Yeah. All the different amendments to the Constitution.
To any Civil War reenactment sites?
No. I don't know if I don't know. I don't know a lot about Texas's role in the Civil War, to be honest with you. I don't really know. Like I grew up on the East. I grew up in Baltimore on the East Coast. So like living in Baltimore, you would actually go on field trips like a couple times a year to like Gettysburg and like real like Civil War sites. Like, yeah, it's kind of cool. So they weren't very far away. They'd be like 45-minute bus ride away to like a field where, like a major Civil War battle took place.
Could you feel it in the air?
No, I mean, there were some. I forget what place was called. I have to look it up. But there was like, I want to say like Devil's Rock or something, where there was a either a Union or Confederate soldier that holed up in this like crazy rock formation, where he just had, no one could get him, but he could get shots out in all kinds of directions and just pick people off. So I remember going through that rock structure, and they were like, the guide is explaining like, this is where it happened. Like, okay, it's
gnarly.
A little bit. Yeah. It is kind of crazy to imagine like the way they fought back then. Not all the time, but just in this field, like really just, not in those trees over there. No, just in this field. Like, okay. Anyway, I think it's
I would have brought a soccer ball.
Yeah.
Hey guys, why don't we just play soccer? Look, yeah, I'll make up a net. We're good. You wear red. That red coat right there, and then what do you got? A blue coat. All right. skins and red.
I got my red Jordans. Like, does that count? Like, what kind of shoes do these soldiers have?
Civil War era Jordans.
Did they have air in them? What? No.
Yeah.
Who is this Jordan fellow?
It doesn't have air, but it has gunpowder. A lot of gunpowder. Yeah, but okay, that's good.
Okay, so let's shift gears back to entertainment, what we're watching stuff. But do you guys watch, because this is a show that was released for the 4th of July weekend, but was like strangely not like a very patriotic show, The Terminal List?
I want it's not, you've seen it. It's because it looks, is it war?
It's a revenge killing thriller.
Revenge. Okay. I want to watch
one of those.
Okay.
I think it was really good. I think that again, actually, like people hate Chris Pratt now, right? Like,
they hate him because
like these reviews were bullshit. Like the reviews were like, this one it sucks. It's all like just dark and gruff and just killing, and like it's pretty damn good. Like it was exactly what you would what I expected. I think it was better than I expected, because I read some of these reviews, and then after I saw, I was like, oh, that's right. They hate Chris Pratt because they think he might go to church.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But I thought it was really good. It's 8 episodes, like an hour each, whatever. It moves quickly.
Okay.
I finished it pretty quickly. Yeah, it's good.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. I like Chris Pratt. I've liked some other Amazon, because it's an Amazon, right? Series. I like Jack Ryan with John Krasinski. I think there were two seasons of that, I believe.
Yeah, I think the Jack Ryan series is pretty good. Like I think I watched each season once, maybe twice.
I
Haven't really wanted to after that, so I'm not
Mhm.
sure if it's like it's awesome. Terminal List. I don't know. I don't want to give away spoilers, but at this point, like just because it wrapped up pretty clean.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like I don't really want to watch the series again. But
Yeah,
it
for
was
sure.
really good. I mean, it was really really
All right.
intense. So good
I'm
supporting. I thought it was a good supporting cast too.
okay.
It is kind of sad. I mean, I think yeah, it is kind of a bummer.
You know which movie I wanted to
Oh,
play?
sorry, but real quick, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's not really like he's a SEAL team. His SEAL team gets whacked, like all of them except for him. He survives, and then they're coming after him. But it's like,
Coincidence?
but no, they yeah, it's kind of like he's like betrayed, betrayed, not
So
not like by some foreign country or national, what like kind of betrayed. It kind of sucks. So
Monkey's uncle said the betrayal Indian wedding episode. Is there something like that? I'm not sure.
I think you're talking about the Seinfeld episode.
Yes.
That's what it's called, the
The
betrayal.
betrayal. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thanks, Monkey's uncle. Yeah, we're gonna have to check that out. Yeah. Well, going back to real quick to Seinfeld, one of the things that I've read and I can kind of see is I haven't they said, and I think Seinfeld himself has said it, that they're all bad people, all of them.
Yeah. I
Right?
thought like the ending, I think that the majority opinion of the ending, the finale of Seinfeld was
Mhm.
disappointment. I thought it was perfect.
Oh yeah.
But if you remember, like they all basically go to there's like a Good Samaritan law in this in Massachusetts that just got passed and they didn't know it. And they all basically go on trial for not helping someone when they're being robbed. And they have all the character witnesses that come on and just basically like go through like how terrible each of terrible a person each of them are. So
right.
I thought it was perfect. It was a perfect way to bring all like the all-star cast, characters back.
Mm-hmm.
Bring up do like kind of a greatest hits almost type of thing. So a lot of flashbacks. But yeah, I thought it was perfect. I was like, it's perfect.
Well, don't they aren't they in LA the last episode?
I don't know if that Good Samaritan. I was thinking that the last episode they're flying, maybe they're flying to LA.
Mm-hmm. And maybe they go back.
But the plane goes down, or the plane has like a mechanical failure and they think they're going to die.
Okay.
And they have to land somewhere in between.
Okay. I'm going to have to watch.
I don't know why I'm saying Massachusetts, because that's not really in between, but
no,
if they were flying to LA, but
okay. Yeah.
But yeah. I thought that was great. Yeah. Cause they were pretty all pretty terrible, but hilarious.
Yeah. A lot of these TV sitcom people are terrible. Friends.
Always Sunny.
Always. Oh, yeah. They're pretty bad.
Oh yeah. They're like trying. They let you know. Yeah. There's no trickery. Yeah.
Like isn't like Ross from Friends. He's like he's a kind of a douche.
Well, like all sitcom characters, like, yeah, they may not behave very well, but they're like all terrible communicators. Cause that's like that's like the friction in every episode is like some ridiculous miscommunication.
Those are the episodes that I hate the most. Like, it's like, if you should have just, I don't know, just communicate. I hate those, or the when someone mistakes one person for another, it's like I don't know. I hate those. It's one of those tropes. But there are plenty of shows I want to go back to, like Quantum Leap. I want to watch from beginning to end again. I'm sure it doesn't hold up.
I saw a good meme about that. Like if you have like a family member like who has like an important job and they start acting crazy for a few days, like it could just be like they've been taken over by Scott Bakula.
Yeah. Like you just be like Scott Bakula? Yeah. Another show
I don't need to. I'm pretty sure I watched that entire show when it was running. Or a combination of that, and then it was like syndicated, or it was playing on, like a net, like reruns were playing a lot.
Oh,
So,
for sure. And thankfully, a lot of these like USA Network and all those channels, they would, if it was like a Monday through Friday show that they would play the reruns, they would play, in continuous in order, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So, I'd run home or, in between homework that I never did, I'd watch, I watched it in order, which is good.
yeah, my kids will never know nowadays like like catching reruns that were in
Yeah.
sequence. You know
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was kind of a series show, and and like
Mhm.
6 o'clock they were in one timeline, and like 6:30 were in another. You had to watch the 6 o'clock show every night.
Exactly. Yeah. Another series I want to watch. I've been slowly watching on Tubi is Highlander with Adrian Paul. With the
Bringing it
ponytail.
back.
Oh no,
There can only be one.
There can only be
the
right
series. You mean?
now the series.
I get the
I
series.
know.
Okay.
I know. Well, they were working on a brand new movie actually with the Henry Cavill. He's supposed to be the next Highlander. On a remake or whatever. So the ladies love him, and the guys want to be him. So hopefully that's good.
I enjoyed Highlander the movie. I enjoy references to Highlander, but I never really not real big into it. Never really wouldn't watch it if it came on.
Yeah, no, it's
never
not
been
that.
inspired to cut someone's head off.
Nah,
Shave your name.
not really been more. But not been more of like a gun person than a sword person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds weird to say, but really, it's better. Like
as long as you're not the guy that decapitated that lady on the Greyhound bus a few years back.
Yeah, Lord. Yeah, like if you came over and you were like, I was like, yeah, in my closet, I've like I got a gun, safe in my closet versus I have a bunch of swords up on the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd rather be into guns than swords. Anybody,
Well, look,
never had a sword phase.
I did have a sword phase myself. Actually have a machete somewhere. Sean Z says in the comments, did he ever get back into his original body? This is Scott Bakula. I don't remember. I want to say that how they kind of trick you at the end, and then you're in the wrong timeline or whatever. It's one of those things.
I'm gonna fly to Hollywood tomorrow morning and pitch the Quantum Leap
redo. You guys, do you guys ever
how has there
this?
not been a Quantum Leap? A new Quantum Leap series.
There has to have been.
I don't know. Has there been a Quantum Leap? Like I don't know. Like
well, just like there was a MacGyver, right? A remake series. There was. I don't think it's. I think it got canceled after a few episodes.
You talking about MacGruber? Because MacGruber.
Oh no,
that's my jam right there, man.
That is your jam.
Love that show. If anybody, we're first of all, the movie, fantastic.
Yeah,
it's a work of art. And then the series that was on, I don't know what it was on.
Is that Paramount, right? TV, Paramount TV.
Was it Paramount Plus?
Plus, yeah.
Maybe the series. I mean, it's just so damn funny. If I don't even want to say it. I'll say it. If you don't think that show's funny, I don't want to say it. But anyway, speaking of moving on from sorry, you got one more.
No. Sean said does sword people and snake people have a strong overlap? Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
And Minnie says Seinfeld finale they landed in Latham, Massachusetts. It's a fake town. Oh, thanks, Mindy. You're awesome.
Fake town. It's ruined. The whole episode's ruined. Okay, so they were in Massachusetts. I think it was because it was like a like a puritanical law or so. I don't know. Like you associate that with, or maybe that's just where the plane would touch down. What was that, Manny?
Quantum Leap reboot set to premiere September 19th this year.
What?
Really?
Yes.
Damn, that would explain the uptick in Quantum Leap memes I've been seeing in the memosphere.
Right. Is it going to be played by a non-white guy?
You are correct.
Oh, of course. Can't have it any other.
Just tell me he dresses, or whoever's playing the character. Just tell me they dress like according to their birth sex. Oh yeah. Tell me they don't check too many boxes.
I don't think so.
It's a distraction.
Chris, last thing. I mentioned I think Highlander and some other shows that I kind of want to. I'm curious about from my teens and stuff. You guys ever remember this series with what's the remember Stand By Me, the fat kid? What's his name?
Jerry
Jerry
O'Connell?
O'Donnell.
Yeah, that guy, Jerry. Remember Sliders?
I love that show.
Yeah,
Was that a show or was there a
Yeah.
movie?
it was a series. And it was a series before the
Hmm.
whole multiverse craze, right, Manny? It was every episode was like a different universe, and they would slide or transport into a different one. The
Through
the
the
very
wormhole or
beginning,
whatever it was.
I just
Like-
googled sliders and I got a bunch of food places, man.
that's right.
Sliders TV show.
TV show. The first episode, Jerry O'Connell, right? His house has a little gate that squeaks, and whatever, it squeaks. So then there's that accident. Him and the professor and this cute girl and a couple of people, they get sucked in and they go sliding from universe to universe, dimension to dimension. At the very end, the last episode, he's home. He's like, I'm home. Woohoo! My mom, everything. My family. And then when he walks out of his house, the whole sliding things over, he goes to the little gate and he moves it. It's not squeaking. It's the wrong universe.
It's not home.
It's not home. He
Mm.
thinks it's home, but yeah, it's a weird series.
5 seasons. I don't remember. I vaguely remember this. I think I would have watched it because it had this Carrie Werrer actress in there. You know what I'm talking about?
She,
She was like the resident hussy in like all the Cinemax movies back then. Like,
yeah,
then cleaned up her act to do some network shows.
yeah.
She was, I'm talking about. She's, hot, and then she was in like all the movies that, yeah.
I remember. Yeah,
Love
she
interest.
was. Yeah, she was gorgeous.
When they didn't really want to, they wanted a hot actress. They didn't want to pay her a lot for any kind of acting chops.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Sliders. Okay.
Yeah, she was like in starring like I think the second or third season when she came in. Originally, the cutie one was her name is Sabrina Lloyd. I don't know what else she really did, but she was cute on the show.
That's one good thing about watching like Amazon Prime stuff where they do the what do they call it, where you can like push the up button and you get like the actors in the scenes, and then they'll click on them. They'll show what they've been in.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm always curious about like where I've seen actors before and things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, and also Stranger Things. You finished that? Or
I finished.
Okay.
Yeah, I finished it. The last. This is not really spoiling. I'm not going to talk about any details, but the last part 2 of season 4, right? It's 2 episodes. The first episode, which is like episode number 8, right? It's like an hour and a half.
What's up with that? What's up? So they just do
That's
whatever
weird.
they want now? They just do whatever they want. Huh?
Yeah.
It's like, well, we don't really feel like doing another 8 episodes. We'll just jam it all into like 1 hour and 10 minutes and then another 2.5 hours. I was like, yeah.
And now the season, well, if there's a season 5, it might be even shorter.
I'll tell you what. I'm not going to give away spoilers, but I just remember like I was kind of like the finale episode. They literally like drew every scene out like 25-30% longer.
That's a bad sign.
Than they needed to be. Like I felt that about every scene. Like is very suspenseful, right? But it also had like there's like 5 different settings. I mean, I could be wrong, but there's like it felt like there's like 5 different settings where like something cataclysmic was about to happen. It was like, and then you're just like, then they check back with and they rotate, and then they check back with the first, and you're like, oh yeah, that guy's been about to like getting strangled for like the last hour and a half.
Yeah,
like what's going on here? And it's just like, man, this has got to like everything's taken way too long in this finale.
Yeah, you know what?
Other than that, it was just fantastic.
I think it was good. And I don't know if Manny might know of the video game. Chris, I'm not sure about you, but Jack Black did a video game I don't know, about 10 years ago called Brutal Legend, where he goes to hell. Never played it. It was, well, I can't show you guys. He goes to hell. And he uses his instruments as
what happened to Robbie? Hold on. Robbie turned into the meme. He's
Yeah,
living the meme.
I'm
Damn,
okay.
you look like some crazy like Mayan art.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
There's a glitch in the matrix, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
Leave it like this.
everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything is fine.
So there you go. He's a rock star. He's a rock star. He goes to hell and he uses his guitar as a weapon, and he has like a battle axe, and he faces against demons or whatever. And then Eddie, that character, he kind of does. For those of you watching and listening, just look up Brutal Legend, and I'm
Is
pretty
he in
sure.
that movie? Yeah.
Well, Jack Black, he's in the video game. So it's the video game. It's kind of like a movie.
Okay.
Yeah. And he fights against these like underworld demons and all that stuff. But it's him playing like guitar and fighting these, bad guys and all that stuff. He's got like a, hell car and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I thought there was a scene with the guitar that was pretty awesome, and the music was pretty awesome. Rob Trujillo from Metallica, his son,
the bass player.
Yeah. His son actually helped do some of the music to that.
Right on.
Yeah. So Ty,
like it just took so long. Like that. I'm just like, I'm not remembering the episode. I'm just like, yeah, remember that scene you're talking about? And I remember thinking like, man, this has been going on for like 10 minutes. Like,
yeah.
But I mean, there was a lot. I mean, it was a hell of a production, and obviously, glad I watched it, but man, yeah, there was just a lot going on for 2.5 hours.
We took like 3 breaks. Like I said, I made myself a iced coffee at one point and got some snacks and did some stretches. Yeah. Went pee, took about 2 minutes.
That's all. Oh well, you're not at the theater, so yeah, save a lot of time.
So Stranger Things. So we'll see how the next one.
Checked out Man versus Bee.
Man
Rowan Atkinson
from Bean. Man versus Bean is your thing.
Man versus Bee versus Bean. That's funny. But I don't know if you're into that kind of stuff. It's fun. If not, don't watch it. It's hit or miss with a lot of people.
Bean, is it just Bean, or does he have
no
Mr. Bean?
No. He's not playing the Mr. Bean character. He's just playing some old. He's playing a house sitter.
Okay.
And shit just escalate.
So he's breaking out of the Mr. Bean character.
Well, that's not all he does, man. He's had other roles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Bobcat Goldthwait.
I know, right?
Yeah, like that.
Speaking of Jack Black, though, like he kind of like was everywhere for a while, and then just like everybody was like, like even he himself was like, America's had enough of me for the last 10 years, like for all the 90s and 2000s, or not 2000s.
Let me go back to Tenacious D.
Yeah, but good for him. I guess he does all like his little passion projects and kind of cool weird things and animated stuff, games.
Well, just like Mike Myers, right?
Crazy creative, yeah.
Mike Myers took a break for a while. Now he's on a new Netflix series.
Is he really?
Yeah, the Pentaverative. What is it? The Rate?
Oh, I've been meaning to check that out, but I just can't remember. I haven't had the time. Maybe.
And I guess it's a Canadian journalist. Journalist goes undercover. He goes to the secret society, like Illuminati type of society, and he plays like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 characters as well. So I think
he plays multiple characters.
I think, yeah, you know how he does. He's pretty good. He's like the Canadian Eddie Murphy.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm hopefully one day he can make an Austin Powers Part 4. The one with Beyonce sucked. But
that was Goldmember.
Oh yeah,
that was kind of ridiculous.
No, I didn't like her character. Shazam! It just annoyed me.
Austin Powers is one of those movies that came out. Everybody I knew and worked with saw it, and I didn't see it until like it came out on VHS, or I guess maybe it was DVD back then, but until it came out on like HBO, I didn't see it. So I was like missing literally, I was like months and months of inside jokes. I was just like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Months later, you finally walk out to them and it's like, oh, now you get it.
I know. Well, I think but it was still good though. It was still funny. That's a great movie. It holds up pretty well.
Yeah. It
I like
does.
the
Or
intros, all
it held
the,
up.
the
It held up
puns.
for a while. Like it held up for like 5. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's like, it's not the number one. People aren't requesting it.
Oh.
Pentaverate was solid, says Sean. All right. Austin Power. Oh, it's okay. Okay. So it is a comedy then.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a comedy. Yeah, it's a comedy.
Well, there's so many things coming out. I don't. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with all of them.
Plus, with all the shark
services.
hunting.
Did we talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi last week?
We might have. I still haven't. I've only watched the first 2 episodes.
I finished that. I think it's worth it to go all the way through. It wasn't the strongest show, but the final episode and the lightsaber battle, oh, great stuff. I think we did talk about that now that
I'll watch. I'm yet to watch it, but I will. I'm looking. I gotta watch that. Finish that one. I'm looking forward to a few movies out there that are coming out. I don't know. I want to watch the new Thor's coming out this week, but I'll probably wait for the Disney release, Disney Plus, because they're coming out pretty quickly on Disney Plus.
That's true. Yeah.
Over the movie going experience.
Depending,
I think they're just like, we'll see how it does in the box office, and as long as it's selling tickets, we'll just keep it off Disney Plus. And if it doesn't do that great, it'll be right on there.
Yeah. You know which one I'm looking for?
Buzz Lightyear will be.
You know which movie I'm looking forward to watching? It's and I like his movies. Some more, he doesn't have a lot of movies. Is what is it? Jordan Peele. There's a new movie called Nope. Yeah, and it looks.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for it.
Right.
I made the mistake of watching the actual trailer, and they kind of give it away what the movie's about.
Oh no. Okay. Well, don't even tell me, because I'm still kind of confused. I see people flying into the air. I'm not sure.
Go
if it's
into
aliens.
it like that then.
Good. Because I'm sure, Manny, it's probably one of those psychological. I wonder if it has something to do with race. I don't know, but maybe this is some sexuality thing. I have no idea. But okay, good. It's coming out July. It looks like July 22nd. So maybe I'll watch it in theaters. We'll see. But it looks interesting.
I'll be there.
A lot of good stuff coming out. Something new in the sports section. Sports.
Oh, yeah.
Something borrowed. Something blue.
Manny was being very thoughtful today. He sent me an article about the I guess it's called the LIV golf. I'm not even sure what is it. Live. Yeah. Is that what they call it now? Yeah, I haven't really seen much TV coverage of it, or if there is any, or even TV reporting on it. But so there's a new golf tour, I guess. I don't know. And it's kind of interesting because it's like you just have the PGA Tour, and then all of a sudden an organization is just like, well, there's no rule that says there can only be one golf tour over here, or there's only one, so we can just make a new golf tour. And I guess it's backed by the Saudis. So people that are against this, and maybe pro PGA Tour against this new tournament, or anything, things that are new that rock the boat, whatever, not traditional. They're using that to criticize it. And then some players are taking big money to go play on it, because I guess, and they're just gonna be like, I don't even know if there's any more, how many tournaments they have lined up. It's not that many. They've had 2 so far. I haven't watched any. I really don't watch golf a lot myself, other than the majors. I think you have to watch it on a website too, which is strange. I mean, maybe
it's not on NBC anymore.
No, the PGA Tour is on all the regular channels. It's always been on, depending on the tournament, I think. But the Live Golf Tour, I don't think it's on any network shows, or they don't have. I don't know. Every article I read about it, they just say there's like a website to watch the tour, but I don't know if there's an app, or like they're gonna have their own channel soon. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. But there's some players that are pissed because some players have left for big money because they're a big attraction for this new tour. And they haven't all been like the biggest names either. Because I guess they can't just like go and pay like millions to like the top 5 golfers in the world and have them play each other. They have to actually have like, you know, more than 10 or 12 golfers.
Right.
Well, I really could care less about it at all. Like, I guess there's some golfers that have left the PGA Tour for this big, the big payday, but then they still want to play in some PGA Tour events, and the PGA Tour is saying no. But I don't know that there's any good reason. I guess it's up to them. It's their tour, but I think they'll lose money and be like, okay, you can play in both. Because it doesn't seem like there's a tournament, like each league is not having a tournament every weekend. So there's lots of weekends where there's no live golf tournament anywhere. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Well, the most sense it makes to me is there's a new organization thinks they can make a lot of money, selling and marketing TV rights, whatever, for this new golf league of like all the all-stars maybe or whatever. And then the old league is like, well, we don't like that. So we're going to do whatever it's in our power to like, denigrate this new league and, question their money and, have articles where the players that leave are sellouts and, like the PGA doesn't sell their stuff to the highest bidder.
Exactly.
So I really don't care. Kind of curious to see if there's anything different about the live golf tournaments, like if it's more exciting or something. Maybe they got strippers. You never know.
Yeah.
Or each player has his own nickname.
The hot caddies.
There's a golfer named He Hate Me. Or was it He Hate Me or She Hate Me? I forget what his name was.
They Hate Me.
Oh yeah, he came back and it was they, I think.
I prefer the Live, Laugh, Love tour.
Live, Laugh, Love tour of knitting.
PGA. Knitting, yeah.
All-star knitting competitions.
Yes.
It's a lot less problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll see.
If there's any updates.
But it had me thinking about like traditions and, we like a lot of sports, like the sports are like an arena for so much change,
Right.
like changing all the time. Yet they're also something that's like very like that hold like these really traditional things for us at the same time. Like NFL football, it's like, well, they keep changing NFL. There's like new teams move, like they change divisions. They got the Cowboys and the NFC West. They got the Cowboys in the NFC East playing teams on the East Coast. It's like some of these things that's an actual tradition. Maybe they'll change that someday. But teams get moved around in divisions and like old like rivalries just kind of go away. It's like because of convenience or I don't know. So yeah, I mean, I guess you could look back 10 years and there's just like another golf tournament that seems like it's been around or another golf league, whatever you want to call it, that's been around for a while. But I think about like baseball and like all these traditions in baseball where you had the American League and National League, and then it's like that's just what it was, and they only played each other in the World Series, and then they're just like, no, I don't know. I guess it's probably been 20 plus years now. They just decided, no, we'll just do interleague play.
Interleague play.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's been like that forever. And that's been a big part of the game, but we think we can make more money if the San Francisco Giants play the Yankees like every now and then. It's just like, so tradition gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or just it's just a new tradition, I guess.
Trying to shake things up.
Yeah, it's like when the NBA they changed the 3-point yard.
That's weird to think about. Yeah. Yeah, my son, we were watching this. It was like all the winners of the NBA slam dunk contest throughout the years. I think the first one was like in the early 80s, maybe Dr. J even.
Oh,
but some of the old ones were, there was no 3-point line on the court.
Yeah.
So wait, they got rid of the 3-point?
No, there wasn't always a 3-point line.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha.
I think some NBA like stars of the past have mentioned that before. Like, I scored this many points before there was a 3-pointer.
Yeah. Well, it's one reason I don't know percentage wise, but some people hate Steph Curry, because now a lot of the young kids want to shoot threes and shoot threes.
It is really terrible for young kids when they watch NBA player, even like NFL players that are just always doing the one-handed shit, But yeah, Steph Curry is just like he's insane because he's kind of a chucker. Like he'll just like toss it from anywhere, but they just keep going in.
You're right.
Just like anybody else just be just like chucking the ball at the rim, just like swish, like just any position, any distance. It's crazy.
I'm not sure if it was Michael Jordan who had someone had the finger roll, at the
layup.
Clyde the Glide.
No, the Clyde the Glide did that as well.
Finger roll, I think.
Yeah.
There's probably several.
Yeah, for sure.
I think maybe Dr. J did that. I don't know.
I think he might have as well. Yeah. I remember Reggie Miller was big on threes back in the day. He was also a big fighter. He was a troublemaker. But he was big on threes.
There was a time, where like those Lakers teams where it's like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would just throw it like over his shoulder, like you couldn't stop.
Oh yeah, the sky hook.
It's just like, oh, I'm bigger, and like I just hold up here and just do like that from like 3-4 feet away.
Yeah,
why not if you can do it?
It wasn't as physical, I don't think, at that time. So it's just like it's just kind of you just had like an unstoppable shot.
Yeah, and there goes Manny with his Dr. J's hat.
So
the original Dr. J's.
Hey Manny, that's a store, right? They shoes and clothes, that sort of thing.
No, it's a weed brand.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
That was going to be my first guess. So
yeah, of course. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah.
Hey, I just want to give a quick shout out to Corolla Drinks. I was browsing through their Instagram and I noticed the video they uploaded recently. It's of the bar crawl, and a lot of familiar faces are in there.
Oh, that's
nice. In there. So shout out to them.
Shout out to Corolla Drinks. Yeah, it was a fun time.
Shout out to all you familiar faces.
Oh, speaking of which, as well, today is the 1-year anniversary of our episode with the Lady Lackeys that we did. I think Chris, you might have
really.
One year ago.
Okay.
I think it was one day where you were out of town.
I remember I had a hell of a travel day. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And a bunch of COVID tests. like before you could do like the at-home 15-minute deal.
Yeah.
For sure. It was like, Russian roulette, whether you can do anything with your life whenever like your kids get sent home sick.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to them as well. So here's to another year. Yeah.
All right. So the summer, I guess, is kind of just getting started still. You guys have any big plans coming up? I think I'm just kind of in cruise mode here.
Just work.
Yeah.
I got anime movie coming up.
We'll probably do something else, but we did our family vacation already pretty quickly after just a few weeks after school got out. So
yeah, nothing right now. I want to do, I don't know, camping, the lake. We'll see. Nothing really planned. Just working right now, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
lakeside camping sounds fun.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, might go with my cousin. Yeah, but they're not necessarily glampers, but they're not like sleep on the ground campers either.
I didn't know you were a glamper.
I'm not a glamper. I'll sleep on, as long as it's a tent. I'll sleep. I'd rather sleep in a tent, but
than on a tent. I got
that. Then on a tent, a little heavy for that. But
you could spend a lot of money on camping gear, but really, no one thing is really that crazy expensive. So, like each time you go out, you can kind of add something to your gear.
Oh, for sure. As long as all you really need is your tent, pretty much, and food, and a way to get there.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends. Like if you're, car camping, like you're just, kind of not too far away from your car, or if you're like, hours away from, anything, like what you brought into your camp that's it. And there's nothing convenient. There's no going back to your car to get a charger or anything like that.
Oh yeah.
So it kind of depends, like how far away are you really going to be from water or, electricity, like being able to get in your car if the weather, get your car in 15 minutes or something if the weather gets crazy. So, but yeah, there's all kinds of like websites and videos and stuff for that.
Yeah.
How to get ready and what's important, and you just kind of add like what's important, like what you wish you had each time.
Exactly. It depends how, like, I think was Manny was saying, depends what kind of camping you're doing, right? If it's, you got your car, different campsites, and you sign up and you rent out, you get campsite number 3. Okay. You don't, you're not going to die out there. But if it's a more secluded area out of kind of nowhere, then you got to be more prepared.
Yeah. I think a lot of it's not, it's kind of a mix of like, kind of pretending to be prepared.
Yeah.
But then also like half of that, but half like I just want to be out in nature, like kind of put some distance between me and the, whatever,
Do you have a camera, like a non-cell phone camera? You guys?
No, but we were kind of talking about the need, like I'd really like to have a nice GoPro.
Oh yeah.
For fishing, whatever, fishing, hiking, or just, whatever, use it for the show.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. That would be great, because also sometimes, your phone battery is limited, a little more limited. And if you want to be off the grid, you probably want to just not have your phone on you and have that, be on the boat or, whatever. You just want to leave it.
You can get like a freaking camping lantern that's got like USB ports in it, and like, that just says right on there, like, 4,000 lumens, and also can charge 6 iPads.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. And it's got convenient hooks and, yeah.
I've got one of those. It's it's a kind of biggish charger, and you can charge different.
Yeah. It's a speaker. You just charge the hell out of it before you leave home.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like, well, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like if you go back in time to some like, freaking, dude that's out collecting pelts in the wilderness, like in the mid 1800s. And you're just like, I got this thing on Amazon for like, and he'd be like, I wish I had, he'd just kill you for it. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be like, you're breaking tradition. They'd be like, well, you're dead. I'm going to take your charger because that looks pretty awesome. Awesome. After you show me how to use your phone. Because that, I'm from the 1850s. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do a Bluetooth connection, Yeah.
But
I'd be like, you must be a wizard. No, but I mean, they were trying to bring out with them like the lightest, most like advanced technology they could, whatever it was.
I've said this before.
At the time, it was just a spork.
A spork, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've said this. Spork. If you're going to go somewhere where there might not be a lot of people and you're going to go hiking in the middle of nowhere, I've gotten some advice from, these people that know about this sort of stuff, is get a personal locating beacon or a device. And there are different ones where you can buy them on, Amazon or your camping stores.
REI.
Yeah. And it, just in case you might spend $200 to $500, but if you're one of those people that you're going to be in the middle of nowhere, you never know. It's your little insurance.
I thought you were going to say gun.
Yeah,
but I guess you can get that too.
You can
get a locator device too.
Well, if you're
the gun is a locator device, you just shoot.
Yeah. Oh no. Hey, Chris, no, seriously, this is what I've heard. If you're lost in the woods or in trouble or something like that, if you have a shotgun or a gun, you shoot, I think, 2 times.
Drinking your pee immediately.
Yeah, I got to pee on my wife's leg. Yeah. Wow. Even though there's no jellyfish around, I've always wanted to do that.
That would be awesome. I did threaten that. I think my like there were like when we were at the beach, like little jellyfish that like you might not even notice it, or you might be like have like a kind of an irritation. And I was like, you say the word, I'll pee on your leg.
Yeah.
Not in a sexual way.
Sure.
Anyway.
You can combine both.
What are we talking about?
camping,
You were talking about something better than what I just talked about.
summer. Oh, shooting in the air. I think hunters or people that know about that sort of thing, it's kind of like let's say kind of like an SOS, but with a gun.
I don't know. I thought you were going to say like they would tell you just you have to stay still. Then I've also heard like you got to keep moving. You got to keep moving. Always
Yeah. Or if your cell phone works and you get a phone call from like it says Rangers, just pick it up. Park Rangers, pick it up because there's been cases where people don't pick up their phone and they're lost and they don't know they're lost. So it's happened.
Like, I don't know this number. I'm not gonna pick it up.
And they don't pick up.
It'd be like fucking telemarketer and then just walk off a cliff. Is that what you're telling me happens?
Yeah.
They've been trying to reach them about their warranty.
Yep.
Yeah. It can be very distracting.
Speaking about people reaching out, Robbie.
All right. Well, you know what? I don't have my socials on me right now, so I think I'm gonna do it offhand. So all those people, you want to check us out on Twitter. It is Endless Ranters Podcast on Twitter. I think I'm correct.
It's going off the dome.
You'll find it.
If you want to check us out on Instagram, it is Endless Ranters at Endless Ranters. If you want to check us out on
That's
Facebook,
where you got to go. No, I thought our Instagram was Endless Ranters Podcast.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
I think that because I originally got us Endless Ranters and then I like forgot the password and couldn't reclaim it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah. So I found a workaround.
Oh, really?
I think it's Endless Ranters Podcast on Instagram, but as most people know, you can just start typing stuff on your phones now and it'll figure it out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Twitter, it is Endless Ranters. Instagram, it's at Endless Ranters Podcast. And if you want to check us out on the Facebook group, it is a private group, but we will let you in as long as you
show us your butt.
Yeah, exactly. Send us a request and we'll let you in. We just want to make sure you're not a bot. Just search Endless Ranters Podcast and you'll find us. Send in the request. If you want to check out Mole Man on Twitter and Instagram, it is How We Figure. Also check out his podcast, How We Figure. If you want to check out Chris, he is on Twitter. He is at Grateful Red 1. Grateful Red, RED number 1. Check him out on Twitter. And if you want to check me out on any social, especially Instagram, I love sharing the memes and stuff. Just check out at Robbie Spotlight, and you can find me all over social media with that handle. One word, Robbie Spotlight. And I think that is it for the social media, guys.
Heck yeah.
Thanks, Robbie.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I think you pulled it off pretty well there.
Thank you.
And it shows.
Monkey's uncle has got some questions for you about Vaseline and camping.
Oh yeah, Vaseline in your butthole.
Said want to go camping.
My phone died, so I can't look at it. I can't look at the comments, and I don't have YouTube.
You can rent those GPS locators if you go camping.
Oh, you can. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Thanks. Cool.
Also, Sean is telling us follow a stream to civilization.
Yeah, all you just got to find a stream or a fence first.
Yeah, it makes sense for sure.
Yeah.
And
but I don't know. Yeah, I guess you're supposed to. I guess if you just kind of stay still, that seems to be a better. Like, I think you might. You should start. You should get moving. I guess you got to decide. But like, staying still seems like a pretty good plan too. If you're lost,
you can also
like people are looking for you and you just keep evading them because you're
conserve energy,
wandering around.
You can start a forest fire and just like get rid of all the trees. And by the
that's
time
one way to do it.
Yeah. Then they'll find you because they won't be blocking your.
Yes. Only camp during drought season. With matches or some kind of flint rock.
Yeah.
Something to create a spark.
Yeah. Yeah.
A magnifying glass.
Yeah. Never hike in the rain. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad we live so far away from each other. Yeah, we could have some fun outdoor adventures.
Guys, I've said this before in Ace Holes, camping trip, just the guys, just us guys.
Someone's
and maybe
gonna
the
die.
well, I don't want to be sued for race sexism. I know, right? Someone's gonna die.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
ladies, if they I don't want to be blamed for sexism. So ladies, if they want to go as well, you're invited, I guess.
Yeah. However you identify, you can come.
Yeah.
Be the
You can have your own
Ranters
tent.
camping trip.
Yeah.
That would be
Unless
pretty
Ranters
fun.
camping.
That would be pretty fun.
It would. We'll take our fishing rods and we'll go fishing for shark
Mm-hmm.
in the lake.
Evade some bears.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Eat some
All right,
raw
everybody.
mushrooms.
Well, we sure appreciate everybody chiming in tonight. Hey, Monkey's Uncle wants to go on the all-girl camping trip. He'd be the expert. Yeah. Set popping tents. Be popping tents all weekend.
Yeah.
He'll take the jellyfish in his
Sorry,
cooler.
It took me a few seconds to come up with some kind of tent pole humor joke. Don't cross the streams. Yeah, everybody. We really appreciate you tuning in. We might be off by one day, like either Tuesday or Thursday next week, because Manny's like a VIP out there in Los Angeles. He's got some free tickets. He's got to go see. Got to go see something. So, but
That's
you
right.
never know. You never know. We're unpredictable. But yeah, we'll just call it a
give you
night.
heads up.
Yeah, we'll let you know. So appreciate it, guys. Thanks, everybody. This is Chris saying, get it on.
This is Rob. Get it on.
Get it on, everybody.
All right. So I'll I think the last couple weeks I hit the leave meeting or whatever. Okay, stop recording. Recording is stopped. We're still streaming
On
live.
YouTube, yeah.
Robbie, so be careful.
Watch what you say.
Be careful. So yeah, right. We didn't talk about it. That freaking the dude that sent his dick pic across like to everybody on an airplane through like airdrop, whatever.
Shit. My bad.
Is that even? How does that even happen? Does everybody just have airdrop on by default? Like I don't like because wouldn't that happen more often? Or is it? Or I don't know. The guy do
I'm
something
a filthy
like
Android user. I don't know.
Oh, you are. Yeah.
so he used airdrop somehow and like sent a dick. And this wasn't like some 18-year-old, prankster. This was like a grown man, right?
Yeah.
That's creepy.
I think it was like an older guy.
Anyway, yeah, the story is he sent it to like everybody on an airplane that I guess had airdrop open. I don't know.
He was really enthusiastic to share his dick.
Well, and then I watched. It's been a few days since I watched it. You shared it with us today, but it's been a few days since I watched the video of like the guy next to him, like instantly figured out who it was from like the angle. He's like, I know that dick. I know that dick. Now, like he knew the angle, like maybe the magazine. It was just like, it's this guy that just did it. And then I guess he got taken off the flight. They don't like that kind of thing.
Like, don't be assaulting us with your dick.
True. But that's creepy. And the guy was just like, I thought it'd be fun or something. I don't know.
Something off with that guy.
Demented.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monkey's like, it was on purpose. Yeah. It's creepy, man. People are fucking acting out. Acting out their kink just on an airplane.
Right.
I don't know what's going on.
Kink. Speaking of kink, I shared a meme on our page, a Manny meme.
Oh,
Check it out.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. Manny likes the moms.
nice little layout you got behind you.
Yeah, thank you.
And I have to clarify, they like me.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Not like I go chasing after them.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're
Moms.
you're a MILF magnet.
Yeah.
Is that,
I don't know what it is, man.
Dang, player.
there has to be like a MILF episode where you tell us, your MILF adventures.
One of them painted me. I got
Ooh.
I got two photos that shows what she did. I was like, not bad.
Painted you like a portrait in the nude, or are you talking about like just painted your body with some body paints? You got all freaky deaky.
No, she wanted to paint a portrait of me, so I sent her some photos, and she went to work. Yeah.
Interesting. You
That's
didn't do it
good.
live? Was this like during the pandemic or something?
This was after the pandemic was, well, when things were slowly starting to open up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got to get yourself an OnlyFans, dude. MILF Magnet USA. Be MILF Magnet 69.
Oh my god. What's with that photo behind you, Rob? Is that you can do a guy?
Do it. Yeah. Yeah. Shia LaBeouf.
Oh yeah, is he alive still?
Oh, he's alive. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's like, he grew up as his parents were carnies, right?
Carnies
like
or drug dealers or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild upbringing.
Yeah. So I don't know what he's doing now, but he's
last time I saw him, it was freaking out over Trump, I think, where he had done some kind of like paid for some kind of art exhibit or something.
Yeah.
And all it was just like a video. But people knew it was his exhibit, so they were just coming up and effing with him. And then I guess he he's got that guy's got a couple screws loose.
I think he's they won't divide us, or he won't divide us guy. They won't divide us.
Oh yeah, just
yeah.
That was like 878 ridiculous, meaningless catchphrases ago.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, we will win. Like, okay.
Si se puede.
They will lose.
No se puede.
We will be the top 5, top 10 at the least. Yeah, just like crazy, ridiculous proclamations about nothing that meant nothing, just in their own heads or something. I don't know. Oh, yeah. So I hadn't watched the news at all July 4th, thankfully. I don't know if you guys were aware of that crazy piece of shit in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Chicago, whatever.
Like,
man, that's
was fucked up.
And again, it took a few days for it's like, he was on the FBI's radar. Like, he was known to law enforcement. The police had been out to his house. Like, I guess
dropping the ball.
He was a knife sword dude.
Yeah. Probably had snakes
and had like a bunch of knives taken away because he was threatening to kill everybody.
Yeah.
Himself, whatever. Nothing ever happened. So then I guess now we'd find out that his dad is the one who like co-signed the permit for him to buy the guns. It's like, if your kid has like multiple face tattoos, like, like slow down.
Wasn't his dad a politician?
His dad was like a deli owner.
Oh,
kind of blue collar dude. That sounds like a small business owner, ran for mayor, but it also came out that like his house is being foreclosed on. So like that maybe added to it, added to the fact that like, like I guess this house he lived in was under foreclosure.
Yeah.
His dad, or, like maybe some kind of problems there. Like, again, like, I don't know, like maybe there's a pattern here. Maybe after like 1 or 2 years of lockdown and like all the isolation for these young dudes, I mean, girls too. I mean, it affects them in other ways, but like, and you guys, like, you have these guys that are like on the brink, and then they're isolated for a couple of years. They're already isolated, but even more,
I can tell you that as someone that used to be isolated, that never helped. Go outside, people.
Yeah. I mean, just maybe it wouldn't make a difference, but maybe like the year that they spent not going to school, not like making eye contact with other people on the regular, like maybe because it's tragic because they show like old family photos and he looks like a little geek, like a little innocent dork, Now he just looks like an evil dork, like face tattoos and stuff. But yeah, So he's never like people knew like this kid was fucking something wrong with this kid.
Gotta do better, man. All this talk
I don't
about
know.
taking action and whatnot.
We just have a sick culture, you know, because they do it for fame. Like they're, you know, there's just something missing in our culture. I don't know.
Yep.
Boundaries, guys. We're missing boundaries.
No, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it like. And there's more like the Uvalde shooting. There's more coming out about that just today. That like because they've been blaming that one like the one like school district cop. I talked about that a couple weeks ago, but
Yeah.
comes out today like multiple police had a sight on the guy with rifles before he went in the school. Could have put him down. One like asked the supervisor for permission. Like, can I take the shot? Because there's maybe kids around. It's a school, so there's maybe kids around, and the supervisor didn't answer him. And by the time like he looked over, like the guy was already inside. Like the guy did go down the hallway and was like checking doors, and they were all locked. And supposedly, like when the teacher in the classroom where it all like the two classrooms went down, she was realizing what was happening. So she went to like shut the door because it wasn't all the way closed. And that's when the kid like kicked pushed the door open.
Yeah.
That's where it all happened. So great. There's still like very little focus on the school district and how this kid is like chronically absent. They said, I think since 6th grade, just keeps getting passed and passed and passed. And like hadn't been in school since last fall. Just still no focus on that. Just focus on like blaming the cops or whatever for not kicking the door down. But they still haven't really been clear about
waiting for Beckett.
Well, they still haven't. They have not been like it's been a month, and they still haven't been clear about like when the damage was done. Like because they're trying to make it seem like because these cops waited. Like I think some like people like needed medical attention, but most of the shots had already been fired. So they act like the cops showed up in the hallway and there was like a bunch of gunfire constantly, but it wasn't. They were kind of in a standoff, or they thought they were. I don't know. It's tragic, but still, that's what pisses me off. They're not talking at all about the school, like the school administrators that all make 6 figures, and have like pretty cushy jobs, just going to conferences and whatnot. Like what they should be on the on the stage answering questions. Like what the fuck is up?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm still confused what red flag laws would be, or how that, if it's one of those see something, say something. I don't know. If I see
like there's places where like there are red flag laws, but if no one like throws the flag, no one like makes the phone call, and the police don't like file a charge or something like that, right? I'll have to look it up because I had a note from last year. I think there was a story about something like this that happened. It was one of the shooters, and he maybe it wasn't it wasn't like a school, but it was like something, and it turned out that he was a known quantity, like he was a problem, and the police, like they explained why, and the way these laws work, why they never, like they just didn't bother like doing filing the paperwork to say this, we need to take this guy's guns away. It could have been like it could have been the Parkland. It might have come out like the reason they just never bothered trying to take the guns away because like it's really hard, like maybe the paperwork's hard, or it's like hard to get it approved, or it's really easy to overturn, or it's so difficult to overturn that they are kind of they're really hesitant to do that.
What about negligence? Could that be also?
They're all covered. Like you can't like there's like they're all covered.
Well, yeah,
like they control, like these guys, they all control. I mean, and that's how it is. I mean, they control how the laws are written, so they make sure there's always like little bitty gray areas here and there that it's like can't hold us. But then again, like Parkland, I mean, you Google it. How much did the FBI pay. Like the FBI settled Parkland, paid out millions. The school district, the local police department, I think they also paid out millions to the victims' families because they knew the guy was fucking crazy. And none of them did anything. Like there were all kinds of red flags. None of them did anything. So it's like when these things happen, we get pissed, but it's like we got plenty of laws. We just got a bunch of incompetence rolling around everywhere. Just incompetence.
We need more love.
It's true.
Yeah.
Tell your kids you love them, and then make them memorize and repeat the Declaration of Independence to you.
And if they see something, say something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Keep your eye out.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of like kids out there that are like not the bullies, but they're kind of passive, you know what I mean? And just let, and they have the numbers, those kids, those kind of passive kids, but they've got the numbers. Like they could just be nicer to people. And I don't know, like they see people being treated badly. Just don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Because they want to make sure they stay in or whatever. Teach your kids not to be like that.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right, guys. So,
we call it a night.
Yeah, Manny needs to get his beauty rest.
Hell yeah.
For all those milfs that like bang on his door.
Oh man, yeah.
Where's my milk?
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah, you already know.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna make an independent movie with Manny soon. Manny and the MILFs.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so monkeys. I'm saying it's the registered neck tattoos. Like, yeah, if you got a neck tattoo or a face tattoo, that's a red flag.
There you go.
That should definitely be a red flag. Yeah.
Right.
But I think there's another state that passed a law. I think it was New York State passed a crazy law that if you want to have a carry permit, like they changed it because of the Supreme Court ruling, but they also added some things like you have to submit your social media accounts.
Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that'll never fly, but that'll never fly. But
oh, you know what, Chris?
Crazy. Like they want like if you want to have a concealed carry in New York City, like
yeah,
you have to give them your social media so they can look you up to make sure you're not,
Before we go, you've mentioned the account, the quartering, right?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
He just shared literally a couple hours ago, he shared a picture, I guess, that someone sent him. There was a bullet hole photoshopped on his forehead, and he just put debate and the person's account name on there, and I don't know, there's a thread, and I guess the person's like either suicidal or violent, the person that hates him, and now he or she's talking about her feelings and how she doesn't want to live, blah 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 blah. But yeah, those are the type of red flags I would say need to be looked at.
I don't know if I talked about it a couple weeks ago, but that Uvalde kid, like he was on this social media app called Yubo, and he was like regularly getting suspended on that app for making threats about like shooting up schools and shit.
Wow.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like saying exactly, and he was on this app that I'm thinking like, oh, there must be 10 kids on this app. No, it's like I guess it's like a like a wannabe social media WhatsApp type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was regularly getting kicked off, but yeah, for threatening to do exactly what he did.
Yeah.
And then like you get, like President Trump can't be on Twitter.
Oh
like
yeah, exactly.
Jordan Peterson gets like dead names trans person and they catch him like instantly. It's like but like these other social media apps, like hey, just threaten to like shoot up school all the time, and it's like hey, just get kicked off for a couple weeks.
Yeah, exactly. I can watch naked people have sex on Twitter, but someone can't say words. That's I don't know.
Well, there's not they just don't have the technology to like detect those types of things like nudity and sexual graphic.
Not that I'm complaining.
Yeah.
Hey,
and a nice little surprise every now and then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's call it a night, buddy.
All right. Well, thanks for everything. And we'll chat.
All right, man.
All you people on YouTube's. Later, guys.
Talk to you tomorrow. Later.